Obi-Wan Coinobi here again. Just reporting in. Trying to do like once a week, I think. Hope everyone's doing okay. I know the market's a bit rough right now. What did I want to talk about? I've got something on. Yeah, I wanted to talk about the EOS mainnet launch. You know, it happened last week, and they're trying to come together and basically decide who the block producers are going to be. There's all this stuff on Twitter about, you know, them changing the rules on it, like, you know, basically saying that there's one person that's going to count the votes to decide who the block producers are going to be, whereas it should have been a different way before. And yeah, everything's changing, so it's a bit of a mess. I feel bad for EOS holders because at the moment the market's taking a dip. I'm not sure the price, the reason why the price is going down is because of that, or is just because Bitcoin's taking a major dump. And to be honest, it was expected. All the TA guys were saying the same thing. It's going to 5,000. It's going to this, and you know, obviously you take it with a grain of salt. But you can see from that the market's weak, and you know, in a traditional sense, they do say, you know, selling may go away. You know, like all the Wall Street guys, or you know, people who work in London, the stock exchange, whatnot, they all sell off. So maybe that's the reason why the price has gone down. I'm sure things are going to pick up after the summer, you know, September, October, November. Maybe not to the degree that they were last year, where it went absolutely insane. It's unlikely, but you never know. But this is an opportunity for those who perhaps missed the boat the first time, to jump in and you know, pick up the coins that they've been looking at, you know, reading the white papers, doing their research, and feel like, oh yeah, I've got a general understanding of what I'm buying, you know, instead of just picking up any old coin and hoping for it to go 10x or whatever. Another note, I had a little muck around on BitMEX, just doing like small trades on leverage just to see how it works and whatnot. I actually made like 156% yesterday off $50, but the payout to me didn't seem that much, so I'm not sure if I'm working it out right. But because it's all in BTC, Bitcoin, it's hard to understand what exactly you're getting in return. So I have to go and convert that on Google and see what's going on. I've also noticed, like, on Twitter, a lot of like anti-sentiment towards Ethereum. You know, like everyone saying you can't do proof of stake, you can't do this, you can't do that. And to be honest, like, you know, I understand, you know, Bitcoinists, Bitcoin maximalists, they're all saying the same thing, like, oh, you know, there's only one truly decentralized coin, and this Bitcoin, and I understand that, but when you see a companies come out and perhaps they're trying to do something different in a different way, you can't keep belittling. Instead, you should be trying to chip in and solve the problem, because, you know, I read the article from who is it, Jimmy Song, and he was basically saying that you can't do smart contracts that are Turing complete because they're too complicated. And it's like, okay, like, maybe you know that, but do you have a solution for that? You know, can you, if you want to apply smart contracts to Bitcoin, which I'm pretty sure you can, why aren't you trying to simplify that for the individual? So at least then you can have decentralized applications on Bitcoin. You know, that's what Ethereum are trying to do. And, you know, despite all the criticism, they're going to keep on trucking along and trying to fix their problems. You know, their problems are scalability. Yeah, you know, you've got Plasma coming out at some point. I'm thinking next year now. Sharding and proof of stake. Interesting that there was a discussion about proof of stake and sharding being linked into the next update for Ethereum, which is called Constantinopolis. Don't quote me on that. But basically, originally it was going to be that Casper was going to come out, which is a proof of stake protocol for Ethereum, and it was going to be 1,500 Ethereum to stake. Yeah, and then that means that, you know, you validate transactions, you secure the network, and you get a fee or a percentage back at the end of per annum every year, which they said quoted between 5 and 8%, but wasn't guaranteed. You know, it's all speculation at the end of the day. So what they've announced now is that they're thinking of actually just putting Casper and staking into one and putting it in the next upgrade. And then they've also moved the date of the upgrade to August 2019. But this is all Reddit speak, okay? Like, I think Vitalik Buterin done a presentation, and he sort of hinted or, you know, said that perhaps that's what we're gonna do, but it's not set in stone. Like, you know, it's like everything, it's all gonna take time at the end of the day. If you believe in the process, then, you know, you hang on to your coins. You know, if you're in it for profit, then you should be shorting. It's that simple. Like, you should be on one of these exchanges where you can short, and you should be trying to figure it out. Just be like, okay, well, you know, I've made a loss on my coins, how can I make it back with it going down? Take out a portion and see what you can do. I'm not encouraging that. I'm not a financial advisor, and if you don't know what you're doing, I wouldn't recommend it. I personally don't know what I'm doing, but I'm in the process of trying to learn. Like, on my Twitter, I've got a lot of TA guys, and they're doing, you know, charts and predictions, and I look at it and I try to understand. You know, I'm on Google, I'm on a journey. I said that in my first video. Sometimes I've got, like, you know, my YouTube hat on and I want to make a video. Other times I've got my, you know, technical analysis hat on. I was saying it to one of my friends, yeah, my technical analysis hat on. And then other times I'm thinking, oh, maybe I could get into coding. So I'm sitting there, like, trying to order books on Amazon to learn how to code. Like, so I'm trying to learn all aspects of this crypto space, as they say. I said crypto space. And yeah, like, you know, at the moment the TA is the big thing for me right now, and it's interesting because I feel like I'm learning every day. There's always something to learn, and, you know, I've got a lot of guys that I do follow that, you know, it's just really interesting for me, to be honest. What else did I want to talk about? I talked about EOS, I talked about Ethereum, proof of stake. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the current market, play Bitcoin. That's all I can say. Play Bitcoin, because there's nothing else you can do. Like, it's just the way it is. It went up from 600 last year or 2016 to 20 grand. What do you expect? It's gonna go back and test resistance levels, and most of them will break because it went up so fast. Simple as that. Interesting. Some guy at my work, he's saying that he owns a company that's doing an ICO. There's a lot of people with money, and they're talking about this as well, you know, and they don't seem to know much. When you ask them, oh, so what is it built on? Is it an ERC20 token? Is it its own blockchain? What is it? And they're clueless. Like, they don't know anything. They don't know how many coins they're being distributed. They just know that, oh yeah, we're doing an ICO, it's going to make us money. So be very careful when you're looking at these ICOs now. Yeah. What else? SEC regulation. They're still talking about regulating. You know, we have to sit back and wait on them. And to be honest, I feel like it's a decentralized currency. We shouldn't have to wait on American governments, or, you know, to tell us what we can do. Okay, so for instance with Omise Go, the Thailand government are saying that, you know, putting all these rules in place for ICOs and, you know, trying to do all these things. So what did they do? They moved to Japan. You know, they built 2 offices now, and they're working out there where regulations aren't as bad. So all of this FUD about, oh yeah, the SEC are going to regulate, it's a commodity, it's this, it's that, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you could just move to another country. You can move to Malta, you can move to wherever, if you've got enough money and backing, and you can continue your business without having to worry about what the Americans are doing. Okay? Yeah, there's money in America, apparently, you know, but at the end of the day, if the government in America don't want to do it, it will continue. It's not going anywhere. So anyway, I'm Obi-Wan Coin Obi. I just had a rant, finished the gym. I hope everyone's having a good day, and please like and subscribe. Leave comments. You know, if I'm talking crap, just tell me. Like, help me out here, guys. May the gains be with you. Have a good day.